Hello, beautiful person. Here I am again, carrying on with my series about the immune system and 8 ways, 8 tips to support it and make it better. My name is Hadassah Vitar. I am a wellness advocate, and I'm here to talk with you about your immune system and, hey, Gail, and the things that we can do to make it better. Hey, Morris. Oh, so nice. Thank you so much for joining. So nice to see people. So this is the beginning of this series, and if you want to see the other ones, just scroll back down in my feed because they're all there. But I got these 8 tips for boosting your immunity from the Harvard Medical School blog. And so the first couple of videos that I did, one of them was about why you shouldn't smoke if you're concerned about your immunity, and especially with this particular virus that we're dealing with that attacks the lungs. Then the second one was about exercise and how it helps you boost your immunity as well. It's kind of an interesting thing because the connection there is not obvious, but it is a fact that if you exercise, your immune system is better. So we'll just go with that. Hey, Linda, nice to see you. So here's number 3 in that series. And the third tip in that list was maintain a healthy weight, which is awesome. But I mean, you go like, what does weight have to do with immunity? I mean, you can think of all sorts of reasons why you might want to lose weight, but why would boosting your immune system be one of them? And that's really interesting. So, I went and did some research, and there is, I'm always talking about that visceral fat, and we all have it. Well, we don't all have it, but a lot of people have it. I have it, guilty. And that visceral fat actually affects your immune system really badly. And there's actually some sort of interaction there between the visceral fat, the abdominal fat that we get as we get older, and between that fat and actually it affects the way our immune system is able to fight off invaders, such as viruses and bacteria, of course, but viruses are particularly insidious for us, as we know, because we don't really have medications for them. We do have antibiotics. They don't work on all the bacteria, but they do work on most of them so far, thank goodness. But viruses are a whole different story. So that's why there's all the hysteria going on right now, because we are basically, our immune systems don't know how to fight this virus. But in general, the stronger your immune system, the more of a chance you have to fight it off. So this tip number 4 in this, tip number 3 in this list was maintain a healthy weight, and in particular, try and reduce that visceral fat that you have. And as you know, I'm always going on about that. Hello, Shireen. So I'm always going on about that visceral fat and why we need to get rid of it. And as you know, I'm a huge proponent of the low carb, high fat, or if you will, keto way of doing things. And it is definitely a way to allow your body to burn fat more efficiently for fuel. And then, of course, some of us have more fat than others to burn in this. Well, it's not really burning. Your body's not a Bunsen burner. It drives me kind of crazy when people talk about calories as if we were Bunsen burners. We're not. We're highly tuned, very sensitively tuned biochemical systems. But anyway, the fact remains is that we do use. We can use fat for fuel to run our bodies, to run our brains, but we do need to find ways to become fat burners, and then it's just so much easier to do, and it works more effectively. So anyway, I want to keep this short, and just to remind you that not only is reducing, your body fat, reducing any obesity you might have is not only good because it can breathe better, you can walk better, you can run better, you feel better, all of those things, but also it also affects your immune system. And if you're concerned, I mean, obviously between now and next week is not a time for people to make huge changes, but you might want to seriously consider maybe eating a little less sugar. And you know what, we're also stressed. I don't know about you, but when we're stressed, a lot of us get into that sort of stuff because it's comfort food and so on. But we really need to consider that it seriously affects our immunity. And the last thing we want now is for our immunity to be affected. So just going to leave that thought with you. So I have this list of 8 tips for boosting immunity, and I'm basically doing a series and going through them, doing a video about each one. But if you would like the whole list, just drop me a message. I'll be happy to send it to you. So have a wonderful evening. Remember, I love you. Drop me a message if you want that list of tips for boosting immunity. Have a good night. Love you. Bye.